week. Come on.
All right, this is it. The gold standard. We are going for gold. Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Savage on first. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
But never takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. Goodwin able to haul it in. Touchdown!
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this...
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play action. It's Savage. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's first and 10 at the 14. Now the rookie first rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Savage now on second. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's Savage. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Here is Savage. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
And the rookie's going to learn as he goes. The 43.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And that is incomplete here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he gets it down to the 32. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision sometimes.
New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. This is Goldman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cassius Marsh in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner in there again as this offensive line sacks in 3 plays. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they...
New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quick. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 49 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about
and San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. And back to the air. Savage on second down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now a play fake, and it's Savage. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Savage from the 50. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first down throw coming. Savage. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first down carry for Barkley. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
Check, Patriot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. Drew Brees, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Phillip Rivers, excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Ben Roethlisberger, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Earl Mitchell gets him down there. Again, it's Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalled. New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here we go.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And not much, maybe a yard up back to the 29. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watching that, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Watching that, Barney! Barney!
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Patriot! Watching that, Barney! Barney!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th. The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Looking to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A handoff to Barkley, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.